morning. Happy Monday. It's fun to record on progress of Media Day as it's happening in its sort of infant stage when it's microscopic. It's unbelievable, even at that stage, what it's become in this minor, small place that it occupies, but it's much, much greater than I expected it would occupy just a year or two ago. There's 5 people working at Media Day now. Molly, Ellen, Robbie, Anna, and Michael. And we're beginning to deliver websites on a really interesting level now, at a pace at which I didn't expect things would be taking place initially. I mean, I knew that I was counting on some level of speeding up over time, but I didn't know how it would be done, and I had faith, but I didn't know for sure that it would be done. But it's happening. So the very, very first website I built for St. Mark's, well, that took 6 months to build. The next one took 3 months to build. The next one took about a month to build. And once I hit that level of about a month, I basically reached the limit of human fingers at that point, in that I just couldn't type faster. And I had Tyler, my sort of first reliable employee, stable guy, really helping me with the company, with the development side of things. And so him and I hit a kind of a pace at which a month was about what it took to build a website. And given the kinds of budgets we were working with, 6 months wasn't feasible, 3 months wasn't feasible, but even 1 month was not feasible. And so I still was wondering how this is going to work. And then Tyler had to go and move on with his life, and that was a bit of a transition for me. But you always pivot, you always adjust, you always shift and find ways to get better and to adapt. So that's been done. But long story short, now it takes us about 2 weeks to build a website, and the budgets are now, they can be twice as high than what we were asking for. So a lot of the impossibilities that I thought were for sure going to stay there as a core part of the business aren't there anymore. And so a lot of hope has been infused into the company. A lot of new possibilities with web design and platforms to build on, and ways to speed up the process have appeared that I didn't expect to appear. So that's been incredible to watch. Now we just delivered 2 websites last week, and now we're delivering them at a rate of almost a website a week. It's absolutely insane what I'm looking at here. Now the next thing is interesting. It's July 2017, and it's going to be interesting to record this next point that I'm making, which is this, that the next thing we're going to do in a big way, now that I have the website thing more or less done, but covered, and we have people that can do the design, we have people that can do the development. It's insane to what extent it's all great and scalable now. But I don't want to rest on my laurels. So what's the next step after the website? Department or team. That next step, there's a good chance it's going to be social media activations, event planning, basically marketing in 2017 for the the Media Day clientele, which is, churches, schools, nonprofits, charities, people that don't know the first thing about marketing in the year we live in, that don't have the budgets to command that sort of a standard industry team to come in and coach them on that. So that's a wide open field for me to come in and do like an event for a school that brings in 100 families and leaves 10 children as applicants to the school. That would be an enormous success. That would be an enormously valuable asset, and the only question is if I can do it, if I'm good enough to do it. Because I could do the website stuff, I could do that myself, but it's unclear if I have what it's in me to do the social promotion stuff. But it fits within the social media umbrella of objectives, let's put it that way. So it certainly fits the label, it fits the brand. And the other thing that's sort of guiding my criteria on this is, let me sit down over here. The other thing that's guiding my criteria on this is it necessary and valuable for the people that I'm working with? And certainly social media event planning activations and social media engagements, Snapchat marketing isn't something people even dream about in the world that I live in. They don't often even have websites or see the need for websites, and they don't even know what Snapchat is, let alone know how to use it, execute well on it. So there's a white space in which if I can bring that expertise onto it and bring the effectiveness and the execution with it that people will be astounded by, that leaves me owning the field. So we'll see. The only question, like I said, is going to be if I can execute. But that's going to be the next big thing. I might open a second department at Media Day just for that. We'll see if I will need to hire someone just for this, or if I can resource some existing staff for that. We'll see. Probably do both. A little bit of resources stretching and matrixing, and maybe down the line we'll make a hire just for that. So Media Day is growing tremendously and expanding and exploding in a way that I'm always surprised by, and shocked by, and incredibly blessed by, incredibly grateful to God and the Almighty Providence that's made sure that this was not a fluke and a failure. So just wanted to put that on record, both my gratitude and everything that's been going on. Hope all is well for you. All the best.